Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing on the new Dharma expansion patch. So you guys will note that India and this region here, the Burma region, looks very, very different, as does the Tibet to some degree. Um, so New expansion. I think I'm going to do Delhi for this one, seeing as I'd like to get the achievement as Delhi. Delhi has a very rough start, so we'll see how that actually goes. I'm not going to go over most mechanics other than we're going to see governments, we're going to see the new estates in India, we're going to see the new achievements, we're going to see the new policies, and obviously the government structure reform things. So here we go. I already was just messing around with Delhi a little bit. So I'll overwrite that and start. So the big issue is Delhi here starting is that Sirhind, the Orange Nation right to the north of you, actually is your vassal. And they're going to rebel against us pretty much instantly. So we have to figure out a way to constrain them. We have a wonderful, interesting little mission tree here is Delhi. Essentially, it wants us to conquer Jaunpur and this region and then expand. In order to get the achievement, we have to restore Delhi's borders to their greatest extent, which is pretty much all of India, so I'm not going to bother worrying about that, how that goes about. The big key is, can we get Sirhind here, or Sirhind loyal? Start. We do have another vassal here in Bangladesh, which is nice, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep them happy. Yeah, we're just a little bit shy. Plus, we also start off with one of the worst heirs and worst rulers, so we're immediately going to fire this heir, which isn't great. We're also going to give this territory here to the Rajputs. I know it puts the percentages rather high, but in this game, or this patch, you need to get, the state needs 100% influence to actually start a disaster against us. So we've got a lot further to go than what was at 80 before. Also, the states do not necessarily require land. They can be given it, get bigger bonuses, but they're not actually needed there. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to recruit Rajput regiments. Only gives us 2, sadly. Oh well. We are also going to recruit a Rajput general. Oh, he's not that great. Oh well. We can always recruit from the emirs if we have to. We have the Jains here. Sadly, there doesn't actually seem to be a way to get money, which is rather frustrating. Yeah. So we no longer have the randomly gain money from before, so we're going to have to work around that. Let's see what we have here for advisors. I don't want that. I want a military one. We're going to focus military. Our government is, we are an Indian Sultanate, so we actually have the Iqua government and mechanics, and we also tolerate heathens. Kind of cool. Our next reform will be in 13 years. Then we can look at noble privileges, bureaucracy, administrative, deliberative, absolutism, and then separation of powers. And I'll go over those when we get closer. Nice to say we can either become a republic or we can install a theocratic government at the end, which we don't want to. We also will get a free policy once we actually get down here, but obviously that is quite a ways away. So let's see what we can do. This is the issue, this guy right here. So I actually might try stationing an army up there, maybe? I don't know. I'll raise a couple of the... Oh, I shouldn't do that, actually. They're too expensive. Just raise 4 of you. That's pretty much all we can do at the moment. Let's see who we can ally. We can ally Sind. They're a good one to ally. We could ally these guys, but we have claims on their lands. I might ally these guys once I figure out who my rivals are. Ah, it looks like it's just Jaunpur and Malwa to begin with. Apparently I can also rival Merwar, which I might do. Okay, we've waited a day, so we can get another military alliance. I will ally Merwat here, or Mewat, or however you say it. Even though we're going to want to conquer them, right now we need enough troops to control this initial rebellion. Those guys are not that useful. These guys might help. Okay, let's see how this goes. I also should assign one of you to deal with subject countries. So for everyone who's wondering why I'm doing this rather than continuing my France world conquest, the simple explanation is I ran out of time. The more complex explanation was I was sick for a couple days and couldn't record, and during that time, it pretty much time ran out. So they are in fact attacking me, which gives me a little bit of a starting bonus. I didn't manage to roll an advisor there. However, it does look like I'm gonna lose. Okay. Oh, I was stack wiped? Really? Ay, 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 that is ridiculous. Okay. This has already started going very, very wrong. Let's get some more troops on the field. They don't kill me in the meantime. We do have quite a few troops coming in from our allies to help us. On the other hand, they are also really strong right now, the people we're fighting. So, see how this goes. They're immediately going to march on my capital because I was raising troops there. I bet you now they're going to switch targets. Oh, no. Apparently they're not going to. Luckily, we got some good allies to start with. So, future reference, don't place your troops there because they get stack wiped, apparently. And definitely the morale advisor or a discipline advisor, neither of which I was kind enough to be given. Or rather, the game was not kind enough to give me. Raising troops for now. Got a lot of troops. And they also got a genius general. Ay, 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 he's good. Oh, and I can't get away? Ay, ay, ay. I hate it when the AI is smart enough to catch you off guard. Also, you'll notice battle sounds sound different. Also, cool elephants. I forgot to mention the elephants. Elephants are cool. We got stack wiped. Again. Do you think the game wants Delhi to lose at the beginning? Just out of the blue? That's pretty ridiculous. Oh, and now they've hired mercenaries. So I'm gonna get stack wiped again. No, we actually won that fight. You know what? Let's debase currency a little bit. I don't want too many loans to start. I know, taking loans and debasing currency, not the best decisions in the world. We outnumber them 2-1 and we're losing. Badly. Very badly. We lost Delhi already. Okay, let's try and counter siege Delhi while they're off doing evil things to Sin's capital. We need Sin to survive and help us in this war or we're doomed. After all, they're bringing 9,000 troops to the table. Is at this point of the game, a lot of troops. Let's raise another unit here. You know what? I'm going to also raise war taxes. I haven't done that yet. How many troops do the people we're fighting have? 14,000. They've 14,000 raised, 5,000 some odd manpower left. Not the best odds I've ever been in a war. Not the worst either. Chance we can get a slightly better general? No. Okay. So not only do I have bad generals, I got my army stack wiped and I'm in debt. However, if I win the war, I'll be able to take all their land, pretty much, because I've got cores on it. All mercies. We have taken their capital, which is an amazing start. However, we are getting high war exhaustion. See, the problem here is we either have to... I don't know if we can actually take all their land to begin with. I'd like to think we could. No, we're going to have to leave them with something. Ugh. We're going to want to take as much of their land as we can. I might leave them Lahore here, just because it's surrounded so no one else can conquer it. Or I could leave them this one province down there, which is rather weak. Also, people will note, in fact, that we do have no longer center of trade. Instead, we have a market town, which we, in fact, can upgrade. Or I think it was 1,000 gold last time I checked. Also, you notice trade is a bit different. Ethiopia flows to Adan. Dawab actually flows out, except for through Bengal, so it no longer does the weird thing where trade goes this way. Instead, all trade kind of goes this way, to the right of the screen, to the left of the screen from the right, which is, I guess, more historically accurate. Sind might leave the war after this, though, which is going to be a problem. We've taken Delhi, though, so theoretically we could get peace, I think. Oops. Clicked on the cent. I keep clicking on the silly market town button. Center of trade point. I could do that and take that land. However, if I wait, we'll actually see how that actually goes. I should be able to take on that army. I'm going to try to before they get away. On any chance I got an advisor? Nope. I don't even have a good advisor. If I win this, I'll be happy, but it's gonna be close. Okay, I took it. Can I stack wipe them? Yes, but Sind left the war. Okay, it's a bit more manageable of a war now. They're smaller. We need troops. Let's see. Talk to you. Raise levies. Do you have any discipline? We don't. Sorry, not discipline. Drill. Okay. My Rajput regiments died instantly, which was a shame. We can, in fact, get a stability once this religious unity disaster is gone. Because right now we're Muslim in India. So we only have 50% religious unity. However, if I can get the Brahmins up, I could theoretically seek legitimacy, which would help. Do that. Increase tolerance of them and increase religious unity. So, progress, I guess. Question is when are these guys going to return to the war? And by the time they return, can I have already smashed these 2 reinforcements? Apparently not. Okay, let's see what I can get instead. I can do that. Can I do that? No. Can I do that? No. Can I do that? No. Do that. I can. Can't take any money, but there we go. Not the best start I could have gotten. However, it's not a disaster. Mild monsoon, which is interesting. And we are, in fact, stable at the moment, and nor do we have real unrest because we owned that area before the game started. I can attack these guys again in 10 years. Okay. In the meantime, then, who else can I attack? I could theoretically attack you. I could also attack Kashmir. Does Kashmir have allies? Kashmir does not have allies. Do I have any military? No. Answer to that is no. I have no money. And they've now rivaled me, of course they have. At least we got control of a center of trade province, or what used to be trade province in general. Let's make this a state. It's already a state. Let's make this a state. Reason being, because now I can give this to the merchants. Where are you? Oh, I think they're the Jains in this area, or they're the Brahmins. Not entirely sure here. Brahmins, the priests, Jains are the merchants. Fine. If I give it to the Jains, what happens? Okay, so essentially you give it to the merchants. Okay. Boost their loyalty massively. Could procure a loan from them at a lower interest. Patronize them. I think it would be better off with just taking diplomatic power, honestly. Boosting the stability, even though I don't necessarily want to. We'll work on converting that. That way at least I have one Muslim province in my realm, rather than all Hindi. I also should set up my merchant here. We are collecting from trade there. We're not collecting from trade in Delhi. Okay, I can't steer trade, so I might as well just collect trade there. Apparently Bangladesh insulted me randomly. Must have one of those babbling rulers or whatever. I don't know. Let's send out a person to deal with neighboring countries. No one seems to be too annoyed that I expanded when I did, which is nice. Unfortunately, I have quite an alliance formed against me here. Can't really attack any of those. Could take out Kashmir once my army rebuilds. Could be a while, but at least we survived the initial war, and we've got a chance come next war to take more land. Also, important, we're not entirely broke. All positives. Let's do that. I know that is kind of a waste of money when I need to repaying loans and paying off corruption. However, monarch points with a very bad ruler and no heir. Going to be really important for me. Also, reform here. As the autonomy goes down, our gain goes up. So apparently the more estates you have, the less reforms you'll actually be able to get away with, which is slightly annoying, but I guess that's the way it goes. At least the land we got back is still productive and is fairly loyal. Can I boost culture? I can. There we go. Punjabi culture has been boosted, and we have a new heir. Perfect timing. Having the accepted culture should also give us more income, which is nice. We can actually repay a loan. Good. Amazing how rich Delhi is on its own. How much development are we up to now? 112 or so. These guys obviously. Oh, if I get them up to 190, I could annex them. Might try that. I think I've got cores on their lands, which means I'd annex them. No, I wouldn't annex them. Darn. Okay. Also, it doesn't look like I want to pick a fight with the miners up here yet. Use military, actually. 3-1 tax in Delhi is nice. Delhi's a really nice province with the market town, decreasing development, and the farmlands. Plus, it's a capital. Not bad. Still, it's pretty well developed already. Also, here's the little colonist thing. If we had a colonist, we have a 6% chance of boosting development. So that's a fun thing. We need more men in our army. Can we raise any troops? We can raise troops. Let's pay off the loan first. Then we'll raise some troops and think about taking out Kashmir. Ah, 2,000. Thank you. Not great land, but it would be a start. Let's see what's going on over here with the Timurids. The Timurids are fighting Ajam. Expect their ruler. These guys must starting to become rebellious, right? Yeah. They're rebellious. They'll collapse as soon as that war is over, if not sooner. Okay, progress, money coming in. General died due to drilling. Great. got a 5% chance of becoming a better general, although it would be hard not to because he's pretty terrible. Emporium, interesting. Let's get another troop on the field. We need to get some cavalry because we have some cavalry ideas, plus 15% combat ability, which is nice. Diplomatic reputation, army tradition, that'll help a bit. Unrest, procreation, that'll be solid. Production, number of states, domestic trade power, and legitimacy. Also, apparently I can in fact form Hindustan without actually, while still being able to get the achievement here, because it just says starting as Delhi. It doesn't sound like I actually have to stay to Delhi. So, we will try that. However, I think this would actually be pretty close to a ending point. We'll go a little bit longer. I'd like to rebuild the military, but if any major events happen, we'll stop, and this will be the new Let's Play from now on. So if you guys got questions or comments, feel free to give them to me. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think of this so far. If you guys want me to show you a specific feature, also let me know. I'll do that. And here's the development map of India. A lot more development, isn't it? I think they said, what, like a third more development or something? Oh, fair amount. Burma, interesting. Get the trade map. Curious how many emporiums there are, huh? What does it take to build an emporium? I'm kind of curious. Obviously, we're in a monsoon season. I think you have to build it on a specific province, so. Yeah, or they already automatically start that way. If I downgrade this, can't downgrade if you have positive prestige. Okay, good to know. We can actually get cavalry now. Good. Got a handful more to develop there. Kashmir has allied to Dundahar. Oh, you were? Okay, you're not one of my allies. And the Renaissance has in fact arrived. Any chance we are going to get that? No. However, we could talk to these guys, try and demand some military support. Interesting that if I promote these guys don't like me. So there's a bit of a back and forth between the two. Try not to offend both of them right now. Okay. Danes are happy there. We've got troops coming in. We can raise a fairly large army. These guys lose their ruler? No. Yes, they did. Oh, perfect. These guys no longer have their genius general. So, we should be good on that sense. So, actually, I'll stop this here, and we'll continue next episode. So, off to a half-decent start. Only thing that can kill us now is Jaunpur and Multan's alliance. So, we need to take out these guys. Of course, they're allied to Jaunpur. Jaunpur and Dharma. That's going to be one heck of a war. They are guaranteeing the independence of Kashmir, so if we attack them, we would be fighting them. That might actually be the way to get about it. So that will be it for this episode, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.